History of Rome, Italy. 1. The founding of Rome, myth and legend, 753 BC. According to Roman mythology, Rome was founded in 753 BC by Romulus and Remus, twin brothers raised by a she-wolf. After a quarrel, Romulus killed Remus and became the first king of Rome. Rome began as a small settlement on the Palatine Hill, near the Tiber River. Early Rome was influenced by the Etruscans from northern Italy and the Greeks from southern Italy. 2. The Roman Kingdom, 753 to 509 BC. Ruled by 7 kings, both Etruscan and Latin. Kings introduced important practices. Religious rituals and priesthoods. First Roman Senate as a council of elders. Early military organization. Last king, Tarquinius Superbus, Tarquin the Proud. Overthrown in 509 BC after abuse of power. Romans swore never to have a king again, established the Roman Republic. 3. The Roman Republic, 509 to 27 BC. A new system where power belonged to elected officials and the Senate. Classical building government and society. 2 consuls elected yearly, sharing power. The Senate, aristocrats, patricians had great influence. Conflict between patricians, nobles, and plebeians, commoners, led to reforms. Plebeians gained rights through the tribune of the plebs. Famous Roman values. Discipline, loyalty, duty to the state. Crossed swords expansion in Italy. À Rome folk tenaient bord, Étruscan, Latin, Samnite. By 265 BC, Rome controlled most of Italy. Waterway of the Punic Wars, 264 to 146 BC. 3 wars with Carthage, North Africa. 1. First Punic War, 264 to 241 BC. Rome wins Sicily. 2. Second Punic War, 218 to 201 BC. Carthaginian general Hannibal invades Italy with elephants. Rome wins under Scipio Africanus at the Battle of Zama. 3. Third Punic War, 149 to 146 BC. Rome destroys Carthage completely. Expansion overseas. Rome conquers Greece, Macedonia, Spain, Asia Minor, and Egypt. By 100 BC, Rome was the dominant power in the Mediterranean. Warning crises of the Republic. Wealth gap increased. Slaves replaced free farmers. Social unrest. Gracchi brothers tried land reforms, both assassinated. Civil wars between powerful generals. Marius versus Sulla. Pompeius vs Julius Caesar. 4. Julius Caesar, 100 to 44 BC. Brilliant general who conquered Gaul, modern France. Crossed the Rubicon in 49 BC, starting a civil war. Defeated Pompey, became dictator for life. Introduced reforms. Calendar, Julian calendar. Land for veterans and poor. Expanded citizenship. Assassinated in 44 BC by senators, Brutus, Cassius. End of Republic. 5. The Roman Empire, 27 BC, 476 AD in the West. Augustus, first emperor, 27 BC, 14 AD. Julius Caesar's adopted son, Octavian Augustus, defeats Mark Antony and Cleopatra. Becomes first emperor of Rome in 27 BC. Pax Romana, Roman peace, begins 200 years of stability. Built roads, aqueducts, temples, strengthened army. The Pax Romana, 27 BC, 180 AD. Rome at its height. Empire stretched from Britain to the Middle East, North Africa to Germany. Population 70 million people. Great cities, Rome, Alexandria, Carthage, Antioch, Constantinople. Engineering wonders. Aqueducts, Colosseum, Pantheon roads, all roads lead to Rome. A Roman law and Latin language spread across Europe. Famous emperors. Tiberius, 14 to 37 AD, harsh, unpopular. Caligula, 37 to 41 AD, known for cruelty, assassinated. Claudius, 41 to 54 AD, expanded empire to Britain. Nero, 54 to 68 AD, accused of tyranny, blamed for the Great Fire of Rome. Trajan, 98 to 117 AD, empire reaches greatest size. Hadrian, 117 to 138 AD, built Hadrian's Wall in Britain. Marcus Aurelius, 161 to 180 AD philosopher king, last of the 5 good emperors. 6. Decline of the empire. Crisis of the 3rd century, 235 to 284 AD. 50-plus emperors in 50 years, many assassinated. Barbarian invasions, economic collapse, plague. Division of the empire. Diocletian, 284 to 305 AD, split empire into east and west for easier rule. Constantine the Great, 306 to 337 AD. O first Christian emperor. O founded Constantinople, Byzantium, modern Istanbul. O legalized Christianity. Edict of Milan, 313 AD. 7. Fall of the Western Roman Empire, 476 AD. A West weakened by invasions. Visigoths, Vandals, Huns, Ostrogoths. Rome sacked in 410 AD. Alaric the Goth, and again in 455 AD Vandals. A last Roman emperor, Romulus Augustulus, deposed in 476 AD, marks the end of the Western Roman Empire. 8. The Byzantine Empire, Eastern Rome, 330 to 1453 AD. While the West fell, the Eastern Empire survived for 1,000 more years. Capital: Constantinople. A famous emperor, Justinian, 527 to 565 AD, who codified Roman law, Corpus Juris Civilis, and built the Hagia Sophia, fell in 1453 AD to the Ottoman Turks. Glow showing Europe-Africa legacy of Rome. Government and law. Roman law foundation for European legal systems. A language. Latin evolved into Italian, French, Spanish, Portuguese, Romanian. Engineering, roads, bridges, aqueducts, arches, concrete. Culture, Roman art, literature, philosophy influenced Renaissance and modern world. Religion, Christianity spread across the empire, becoming the world's largest religion. Complete history of Rome, full expanded version. Origins and myth before 753 BC. Rome's mythology shaped its identity. Aeneas, a Trojan hero from Homer's Iliad, was said to be Rome's ancestor. This myth gave Romans a sense of divine destiny. Romulus and Remus myth emphasized strength, violence, and divine favor. Archaeology. Evidence shows settlements on the 7 hills of Rome, Palatine, Capitoline, Aventine, etc., as early as the 10th century BC. Roman Kingdom, 753 to 509 BC. Kingship, 7 traditional kings, some legendary, some possibly real. Romulus, founder. Numa Pompilius, religious institutions. Tullus Hostilius, military. Tarquin the Proud, tyrant. Contributions. Early temples and rituals. Worship of Jupiter, Mars, Vesta. Cloaca Maxima, great sewer system. One of the world's first drainage systems.
Forum Romanum, Ma.
Marketplace and civic center. Founded. Downfall. Tarquin's son committed crimes against noble women, uprising monarchy abolished. 3. Roman Republic, 509 to 27 BC. 1. Political system. Consuls. 2 elected leaders per year, avoided monarchy. Senate. Powerful advisory body of aristocrats. Assemblies. Citizens, mostly male landowners, voted on laws. Struggle of the orders. Plebeians fought for equality, got rights like the 12 Tables, first Roman written laws. 2. Military and expansion in Italy. Army was citizen militia, all male citizens required to serve. Legions became Rome's backbone. Rome used alliance system. Conquered Italian cities, kept autonomy, but had to provide troops. 3. The Punic Wars, 264 to 146 BC. Against Carthage, North African maritime power. Hannibal's crossing of the Alps with elephants is legendary. Rome's naval innovation. Corvus boarding bridge turned sea battles into infantry fights. After destroying Carthage, Romans salted its land, symbolically. 4. Conquest of the Mediterranean. Conquered Greece, absorbed Greek art, philosophy, gods. Conquered Asia Minor, Spain, Egypt. Rome became incredibly wealthy, but inequality widened. 5. Social and political turmoil. Gracchi brothers 133 to 121 BC tried to redistribute land assassinated. Rise of powerful generals. Marius reforms army. Sulla, dictator, prescriptions. Spartacus revolt 73 to 71 BC slave rebellion crushed by Crassus and Pompey. The fall of the Republic. First triumvirate. Caesar, Pompey, Crassus. Civil war. Caesar defeats Pompey, becomes dictator. Caesar's assassination, 44 BC, chaos. Second triumvirate. Octavian, Mark Antony, Lepidus. Octavian defeats Antony and Cleopatra at Battle of Actium, 31 BC. 4. Roman Empire, 27 BC, 476 AD West.
1 Augustus, 27 BC, 14 AD.
First emperor called princeps, first citizen, not king. Established Praetorian Guard, emperor's bodyguard. Reorganized. Provinces, taxation and army. Started Pax Romana, 200 years of peace. 2. The Julio-Claudian dynasty, 14 to 68 AD. Tiberius, capable general, gloomy ruler. Caligula, cruel, eccentric, allegedly made his horse a priest. Claudius, expanded empire to Britain. Nero, infamous tyrant, accused of starting Great Fire of Rome, 64 AD. Persecuted Christians. 3. The Flavian dynasty, 69 to 96 AD. Built Colosseum for gladiatorial games. Expanded empire to Dacia, Romania. 4. The Five Good Emperors, 96 to 180 AD. Nerva, Trajan, Hadrian, Antoninus Pius, Marcus Aurelius. Trajan, empire reached greatest size. Hadrian, built Hadrian's Wall in Britain. Marcus Aurelius, philosopher king, meditations, last of the Golden Age. 5. Daily life in the empire. Social classes, senators, equestrians, plebeians, freedmen, slaves. Entertainment, gladiator games, chariot races in Circus Maximus, theater. Economy, agriculture main base, trade flourished via Roman roads and sea routes.
A religion, polythéisme, Jupiter, Mars, Venus, laté Christianity.
6. Engineering and achievements. Roads, 400,000 kilometers built. Aqueducts supplied fresh water. Public baths, thermae, for hygiene and leisure. Architecture, concrete, arches, domes, Pantheon, Colosseum. V. The decline of the Roman Empire. 1. Crisis of the 3rd century, 235 to 284 AD. 26 emperors in 50 years. Invasions, plague, economic collapse. Emperors assassinated by their own soldiers. 2. Reforms by Diocletian and Constantine. Diocletian split empire into East and West, tetrarchy system. Constantine. First Christian emperor. Edict of Milan, 313 AD. Legalized Christianity. Built Constantinople, new capital. 3. Barbarian invasions. Huns, Goths, Vandals, Franks.
A Rome saccade.
410 AD by Visigoths, Alaric. 455 AD by Vandals. A Western Empire collapsed. 476 AD, Romulus Augustulus deposed by Odoacer. 6. The Byzantine Empire, Eastern Rome, 330 to 1453 AD. Survived another 1,000 years. Justinian, 527 to 565 AD, reunited parts of empire, codified Roman law, Corpus Juris Civilis. Built Hagia Sophia in Constantinople. Fell to Ottoman Turks in 14